Hey Bashana, it's exam season and I know you're feeling a lot of anxiety right now. You've got a lot of butterflies in your stomach, perhaps sleepless nights. I remember a time when I was going to write my final exams and I didn't sleep a lot. I was studying, pulling all-nighters, feeling a lot of anxiety inside. But here are the things I wish I knew before I wrote my final exams. Number one, listen, there's nothing new under the sun, okay? Every exam is exactly the same, the standard is the same, the content is the same, so you're not going to get any surprises. The best thing that you can do, go back to your past exam question papers, reference from them, and look at how they set those exams. It will be exactly the same thing. No surprises there. That's the first thing. Number two, there is nothing wrong with you. Let me say that again slowly. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. If there's still some sections of content that you have not mastered as yet, do not undermine your capacity to learn. It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you are slow. It only means that it has not been taught well enough for you to be able to follow and master it. And that's why I've got all types of lessons on maths or science that I've curated, including past exam papers that I walk you through. And those will help you to master any content. Number three, avoid studying the night before the exam. Guys, it only leads to frustration, anxiety, and a lot of panic. And some even blank out on the day of the exam. You really don't want to leave the preparation for your exam to the last moments just before the exam. Number five, the exam is not a test of content only, but also remember, it's a test of time. So it's important for you to manage your time quite well. If I were you, I'd be actually doing a lot of time trials so that you can answer the exact amount of content within the time that they're allocated for. And guys, apply the 10-second rule within the exam. What do I mean? If it takes you 10 seconds to figure out what to do in a question, just move on to the next question. Otherwise, what it will do is that it will steal away adequate time that you can use and end up not completing your exam. So, what you want to do is, if you don't know what to do, you'd rather move on to the next question and bank that time so that at the end, once you've finished everything that you know and that you have planned for, then you can go back to those difficult questions where you didn't know what to do before. Which leads me to my next point. What to do the night before the exam. A, please get all your documentation in order, which means your ID book, your exam schedule, and every other thing that you'll need for the exam. B, guys, your stationery. Get your stationery all packed up. The last thing you want to do is get into the exam and try to press your calculator and to find the cost function doesn't work, right? So you want to make sure that you test your calculator and if need be, get an extra one if the other one is not make sure. And C, get enough sleep, guys. The night before the exam should be for getting adequate sleep so that your brain can function optimally during the exam. And in conclusion, if you need more methods and strategies on how to approach any topic in maths or science, you're more than welcome to browse through the channel. Otherwise, you can go to a playlist called My Top Recommendation for the final exams. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure being with you. Please study smart, stay strong, and I know you guys can pull it off. Good luck for your final exams. Sharp, sharp.